What's going on, everybody? It's me, the original gamer, StevieStrow, and I am here now showing you one of my probably all-time favorite cartridge games for the Radio Shack TRS-80 color computer, otherwise known as the Coco. This game was called Dungeons of Daggorath, obviously inspired by the popular role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons. And it was probably one of the first three-dimensional dungeon crawling games ever made. Really cool. I mean, just look at this. This is kind of the game over attraction screen saying, hey, look at me, look at what this game looks like. Now, this game used some of the higher resolution capabilities of the computer to get the absolute best quality detail in the lines because it was constructing three-dimensional worlds. You did have a map showing you where monsters were in the dungeon, and it did things that were pretty creative because this computer had no ability to create palettes or shades. So when you were looking off in the distance, it could not use colors to simulate depth. So it used these kind of scattered patterns of dots to break up things to look like they were darker or further away. Really, really, really creative. Everything was done kind of wireframe, and this was really kind of a typing type thing. So this was a combination of some of the text adventure games where you had to type in commands, but it was also very graphical. If you see here right now, there's a bad guy with an axe coming right up to you. He just walked right through him. He just backed up. So here's the guy, and you have to type in commands like attack. He just attacked and he just killed him. Kind of cool. If you look at the heart in the middle there, that heart beating was the indication of your health. The faster it was beating, the more likely you were to die. When it started beating really, really, really fast, you were, seconds away from death. So let's take a look at the game. I don't remember all the commands. You had to type in commands, right? So I'm in the world. You start off and it's dark. I think you type in examine. Okay, so it was pull right torch. Use right. Pull right sword. Okay, I have a sword in my right hand. Now I can look. Move was to move forward. I'm moving forward. You can hear the sounds around you. You could hear the creatures. That's a snake. You hear a little popping sound. That's a spider. The different monsters had their own unique sounds that you could identify. You had to turn right. Okay, turn around. Some of these things could be abbreviated. Here comes okay, A space R was attack right. And I killed him. Here comes another one coming up at me. I'm not even going to move. I'm going to let him come to me. A space R, get ready to hit enter. Attack right. That was a miss. And I got him. Let's move. You can abbreviate some of your commands. Turn right. Move. Move. Okay, here's a snake. Get ready to attack. One of the cool things this game did, too, is it actually provided something the computer itself didn't do. That was me getting hit. It actually had a type ahead buffer. Ooh, there's something on the ground here. It's examine. Get sword. Pull sword. Is it pull left sword? Get sword. Stow sword. Stow sword. Get sword. I don't know the commands. Get sword. Pull left sword. I don't know. There's a sword here. How do I get it? Pick sword. I don't remember the command to get it. Pick up sword. Grab sword. Pull sword. Okay. I give up. There's a sword on the ground. I don't know how to get it. There were commands. I don't remember the commands. Okay. Pull left sword. Pick up, get sword, grab sword, examine. Okay. Examine sword. Look sword. Get sword. I don't know. All right, we're gonna move. I don't know what to do. I've got a wooden sword. Okay, I'm in a dead end here. I'm gonna have to turn around. I'm gonna die here in just a minute. This is frustrating. How did you get it? Get sword. Pull. Okay. Okay. Is it stow right? Okay. Pull right sword. Pull right sword. Okay, that's the wooden sword. Get sword. No. There's a creature in the room down here. Okay, attack right. Okay, he picked up the sword. How do I get the sword? I don't remember the commands. Oh no. Examine sword. Examine sword. Stow sword. Okay, the creature just entered the room. So the creatures are coming in and they're picking these things up here. I don't know how to pick up the sword. This is so embarrassing. So whatever, we're going to move on. Let's just explore the dungeon. I'm not going to last very long. But you could, if you remembered what the commands were, you could level up by getting better armor. The torches will eventually burn out too. So you need to find more torches. Now this is, I think it was 1982 this game was made. This was eons before Minecraft was ever conceived. So you can't craft anything. You've got to find things. And you find them in the dungeon, and you find them by attacking other creatures. And if you kill that creature, you will get its inventory. And it's usually just a single item. I hear a snake. Okay, this guy's a bad guy. He's probably going to take me out here. He's carrying a club. Attack right. When you see the exclamation points, you know you did good. You can kind of hear the sounds. You hear the swinging. Okay, he's getting me. I'm trying to fight back. Fade to black here. That's your fade to black. All right, I just died. Oh, man. So there you have it. This was a cool game. I'm going to have to look up what all the commands are. So this was a fun game. It is an actual maze you have to navigate. There are dead ends in the maze. And it's a multi-level dungeon, so you can go up and down through the dungeon. At some point in time, you would find a hallway with kind of a hole in the ceiling and a ladder, and you could climb up. And as you alternated the levels, too, they alternated colors. So this was level 1, so it's a black background with white graphics. When you go to level 2, it's a white background with black graphics. It kind of inversed the colors. And so as you were going through the different levels, it would kind of flip-flop the color palette just to let you know you're on a different floor. The creatures got much more stronger as you went to higher levels. I know you can get shields, you can get better swords, you can get better torches, you can get rings that give you magic. I believe there might have been potions, I don't remember. So there were a lot of interesting things. And so this was a pretty cool game because it combined a lot of the things we did in our text adventures where everything had to be a thing that you typed. But it was one of the first graphical and visual adventure type games. And it was three-dimensional too. There were some people that call this the grandfather of the first-person shooter. I'm not sure that's entirely fair or accurate because you're not really shooting things. But I would say this is a very early dungeon crawler. Cool game. It's called Dungeons of Daggorath, and I think this entire game fit in about 8K of memory. It was incredible. This would run on the cheapest, on one of the cheapest computers they made at the time. It only took up like 8K of RAM to run this game on a cartridge. I believe it lets you save your games on a cassette tape as you played through them, so you could save your progress and load it back. I really got to look this stuff up and look up these commands because this is bringing back some really cool memories, and I'm probably going to want to play this game. Years later, they've actually ported this game to the PC, and there is a website for this where you can download a PC version of the game. Still the same graphics, but I think they've added the ability to save to your computer and stuff like that. I will look for that, and once I find that, I'll put that link in the description to this video. But enough is enough at this point in time. What I've just showed you is a very cool game from 1982 called Dungeons of Daggorath. I spent a lot of time playing this game. I really liked this game. This game was really unique and different for its time, and it tapped into stuff that I was really into because I used to play the original Dungeons and Dragons on graph paper, and we used to draw out the maps as we were exploring them, and it looked just like the map in this game. So it was very cool to kind of visualize the dungeon, which we couldn't do before. So cool game, cool use of the technology, showing us things and presenting things to us in a way that we had never seen before. Very creative. I hope you enjoyed this Dungeons of Daggorath from 1982. I am the original gamer, StevieStrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the first one of my videos you've seen, please click on the subscribe button. If you liked the video, click on the like button, give it a big fat thumbs up. If there's anything you'd like to say, throw out a comment, tell me what you thought, tell me what you'd like to see next, and share this with your friends. Let them know. Share this out on social media. Let it go viral. All right, so thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.